Haschegen, Susanne Heim, Andreas Heinemann-Gruder, Klaus Henschel, Dieter Hoffmann, Uwe Hosfeld, Horst Kant, Andreas Kleinert, Helmut Meyer, Herbert Mertens, Benno Müller-Hill, Michael Neufeld, Gerhard Rammer, Volker Remmert, Monika Rennenberg, Volker Rölke, Carola Sachse, Florian Schmalz, Reinhard Sigmund Schulz, Ruth Lebensheim, Helmuth Trischler, Heike Weber, Burkhard Weiss, Sheila Weiss, and Stefan Wolf. Introduction. During World War II, German scientists attempted to harness nuclear fission chain reactions in order to create powerful new energy sources and weapons. This is one of the most important developments in recent history, not because of what the scientists did, rather because of how their effects were perceived. Without the German uranium project and credible reports about its existence, it is difficult to imagine the United States government investing such great amounts of manpower, resources, and money into making such a futuristic weapon as the atomic bomb. If the American Manhattan Project and the nuclear attacks on Hiroshima and Nagasaki had not happened, it is equally difficult to imagine the Soviet Union making a comparable effort. Thus, without the threat of Hitler's bomb, there is no atomic bomb in the summer of 1945, or nuclear arms race immediately thereafter. The world would have been a very different place. The second part of the story, the debates and arguments during the post-war period surrounding the German wartime work on uranium, is also important, for it sheds light on how people deal with and learn from the past. Confronted with the terrible legacy of National Socialism, these German scientists had to justify, both to their fellow Germans and to foreign colleagues, having worked within the National Socialist state on weapons of such destructive power. Some of these colleagues were émigrés from Germany who had suffered great personal loss. The result was one of the most enduring and controversial legends in modern science. Werner Heisenberg and Carl Friedrich von Weizsäcker's 1941 visit with their Danish colleague Niels Bohr in occupied Copenhagen. This book examines the history of the wartime research in Germany, connects this to the post-war criticism and eventual rehabilitation of these scientists, and sheds light on this legend. Part 1. The Bomb. 1. Farm Hall. I had a long talk with Professor Heisenberg, who is the most sensible of them, and he told me that their main worry was the lack of information about their families. He also said that they suspected that their potential value was being judged by the documents found at their institutions. He said that these did not give a true picture of the extent of their experiments, which had advanced much further than would appear from these documents, and maintained that they had advanced still further as a result of pooling of information since their detention. He begged for an opportunity of discussing the whole matter with British and American scientists in order to acquaint them with their latest theories and work out a scheme for future cooperation. Major T. H. Rittner, June 15, 1945. Interned at Farm Hall. 2 months after the end of World War II in Europe, while the conflict in the Pacific still raged, 10 German scientists found themselves interned in an English country house called Farm Hall. We know a lot about their time there because secret microphones had been installed in the walls and their conversations were overheard. After 2 weeks, the British officer in charge of the detained scientists described them as follows. Max von Lau, a shy, mild-mannered man. He cannot understand the reason for his detention. He has been extremely friendly and is very well disposed to England and America. Otto Hahn, a man of the world. He has been the most helpful of the professors, and his sense of humor and common sense has saved the day on many occasions. He is definitely friendly disposed to England and America. Werner Heisenberg. He has been very friendly and helpful, and is, I believe, genuinely anxious to cooperate with British and American scientists, although he has spoken of going over to the Russians. Walter Gerlach. Has a very cheerful disposition and is easy to handle. He appears to be genuinely cooperative. Paul Hartek. A charming personality and has never caused any trouble. His one wish is to get on with his work. As he is a bachelor, he is less worried about conditions in Germany. Kurt Diebner. Outwardly very friendly, but has an unpleasant personality and is not to be trusted. He is disliked by all the others except Bagger. Carl Friedrich von